Well, it's definitely autumn now, and we come to the season of All Saints, and tomorrow we celebrate All Saints' Day. And that's when we give thanks to God for His grace at work in the lives of those who have gone before us, those who serve as examples for us to follow in the faith, and as an encouragement to those of us that struggle here below. And that encouragement can strengthen us in our own discipleship. But who are the saints? Well, they're certainly not the stained glass, walking a foot above the earth people that sometimes we imagine them to be. They weren't perfect in any way. They're all of them sinners, just like us, struggling with the same temptations, the same struggles, the same despairs, everything. They're just like us. Some of them were young, some of them were old, male and female. Some of them were learned doctors who faithfully served God through opposition year after year into their old age. Some of them we remember for their martyrdom while yet young. Some of them had only been a Christian for a few weeks when they were called to make the ultimate sacrifice. We think perhaps of the boys who became the Uganda martyrs at Namagongo. All of them were sinners who had been redeemed. They are people who, by faith in Jesus, received the grace of God, received forgiveness. And they were people who, perhaps more than anything, fixed their eyes on Jesus. They allowed their gaze to be amazed by the Lord, and through the dark clouds of doubt they glimpsed the blue skies of heaven beyond. They saw the kingdom. They fixed their eyes on the prize that awaited them, fixed their eyes on Jesus even in the midst of the storm. And they were people who put holiness above happiness. That is to say, they made a choice not to indulge those temptations with which they struggled, not to put the fleeting pleasures of this life, of sensuality, above that which is to come, and to love not even their own lives more than their Lord. They were people who put their life's purpose, their calling in God, above popularity. And many of them suffered persecution of those around them. But they are the race leaders who have passed the checkered flag. And in this season, we celebrate them. We give thanks to them. We give thanks to God for them. But more than that, we use their example to strengthen us in our own journey. They were all people who were men and women of prayer. So let us too be devoted to God in prayer. Let us maintain our relationship with Him through that means of communication that we have, that access that's been won for us in Jesus Christ. Let's draw near to God in prayer, in special times of prayer, in habitual prayer, and in that prayer that comes in the moment. Oh, God, help. They were all people who made a choice. And we are defined, perhaps, more than anything else, by our choices, by the things that we decide to do or not do. And they all made the choice, the hard, difficult choice sometimes, to be faithful to the Lord when everything in their flesh screamed to do the other, when the people around them mocked them or abused them for following Jesus. And they were all men and women of faith who believed. And as it says in our gospel reading today, Jesus said, if you believe, you will see the glory of God. And they are people who lived by faith and now enjoy by sight the prize for which God has called them heavenwards, to be with Him in His glory. May that be the case for each and every one of us. Amen.